you played high school ball in Michigan.
I was good. I was a good high school player, captain of the team, all conference,
What position?
I guess. Believe it or not, I was a lineman. I was a center. I weighed 235.
What do you mean, believe it or not? The center is usually one of the smartest guys on the team.
Well, I appreciate it.
And I could tell through your preparation, you want your center to be a smart guy.
Well, when you don't have raw talent, you better have enthusiasm and intelligence. And I tried to over prepare everything. So I was a center and I was a long snapper.
Yeah.
The more you can do.
The more
right?
you can do.
So then I after my playing days, I was like a Division III talent.
Yeah.
Division III schools wanted me to come, and I would have played at the Division III level. But I knew I wanted to be a sports broadcaster when I was in high school, and I said, I want to set my mind on this. The NFL is not a dream for me playing. So I researched who has the best sports broadcasting program in the country.
Well, Syracuse.
And Syracuse University. Even you know that, right? Bob Costas, Dick Stockton, Marv Albert,
now I'm in this world. You realize
and there's so many people behind the scenes.
There's they're in Northwestern, right?
Northwestern's excellent.
And Syracuse. That's what I hear, the big boys.
For sportscasting,
Yeah.
it is
the best.
Yeah, it's the gold standard.
They call it the Harvard of sportscasting.
It's yeah. And it is. You just Google the list of sportscasters that came out of Syracuse. It's incredible. So I said, okay, Bob Costas went there. I want to go there. Major Division I football.
Yeah.
And so I walked on the team. I walked on the team my freshman year, 1989. That's how old I am. And made the team because I could snap. And they were like, let's just keep this walk-on kid around. He could be our third long snapper, deep emergency long snapper. But then I was like, what am I going to do besides snap? So I cut weight, got down to around 200 pounds, tried to get my speed up. Like I could actually break a 5-flat 40. Oh boy, wheels. And I had good hands. And I was smart. They only needed to tell me once how to do something, and I had it on lock. So I played wide receiver and defensive back at Syracuse in the scout team.
Wow.
And I was one of those guys that star players used to love to hate because I was going 100 miles an hour Wednesday afternoon at 2:30 when they're like, yo, chill, bro. My quads are just killing me. And I'm like, no, coach told me I got to get you ready for the game. I'm coming after you.
That's team guy. He's a glue guy.
Baby. Glue guy.
That's a glue guy.
Now, you know who my strength coach was for 2 years?
Who?
Mike Wojcik.
Wojcik?
Yeah.
Is it Wojcik?
Wojcik is how we used to say it. It looks.
Did he go he went to the Cowboys, right?
He had more Super Bowl rings.
And he was mine.
Prior to Brady and Belichick winning their additional ones. Did you ever cross over with him?
I was with Wojcik for 3 years.
He would talk out of the side of his mouth.
And he made you listen to Johnny Cash if you were a rookie.
I don't remember that.
In the weight room, you could only listen. The rookies had their assigned times that we had to work out.
Okay.
And anytime you go in there, it'd be nothing but Johnny. We couldn't use
requests.
the radio. Then a vet would come in and he could change it. And Wojcik, it's all right. He used to eat the craziest breakfasts. Do you remember his breakfast?
No, tell me about this, because I have a couple stories about him. But
he would have a scramble with everything that was like any kind of meat and cheese that they had there. So there'd be sausage, egg, like 15 eggs, every type of cheese, turkey,
protein,
dude.
Premium.
And he loved his cigars. Did you remember that?
No,
See,
I don't remember
I saw
that.
the pro version of him.
Dude,
so
you may have been a rookie under him. Try being a walk-on freshman scrub. I came up to him one day at practice. Yeah. Can you Google him?
I got him. He's from Westford, Mass. He went to BC. He started at
Super Bowl
Springfield.
rings? It's like
He's
5
got
or
6. Yeah, he's got 6.
Three with
the most decorated
3 with
strength
us and
coach.
3 with Cowboys.
Yep. So he was at Syracuse. The reason he went to New England was Dick McPherson was the head coach at Syracuse. McPherson was a New England guy, and McPherson could have stayed at Syracuse and won 9-10 games, winning bowl games, and had the life. But the NFL called. He went and became the Patriots coach for only like 2 years. He didn't do well with the Patriots.
He was with us for
No, 10. 2000 and 2010.
Wait, who?
No, Wojcik was.
Oh,
Dick
sorry.
McPherson was the reason Wojcik went to the Patriots. Wojcik stayed in the NFL and was successful forever. McPherson only lasted a few seasons at the Patriots, but that's how he was the Syracuse strength coach.
Yeah.
So freshman walk-on, and I'm Mr. Puppy Enthusiasm, like, hey, rah, rah, and all this like this. And everyone knew, because you used to have the freshmen would have to stand up in the first team meeting, say who you are, where you're from, and what position you played, and then something about you. And I said, I'm Scott Hanson. I'm a walk-on long snapper from Rochester, Michigan. And I came here because Syracuse has the greatest sportscasting program, and I want to be the next Bob Costas, something like that. And they boo all the freshmen.
Yeah.
Whatever. You're supposed to introduce yourself to these. So the next practice, I go to the sideline, and we're running cross fields or whatever, and I ended up right next to Wojcik, and Wojcik is standing there like nothing was ever good enough for him or whatever. And I'm like, let's go, Mike. Let's have a day today. And he looks at me, and he goes, Hanson, you can take that Bob Costas act and shove it up your ass.
That's exactly what he said.
Out the side of his mouth. And I'm like this kid who's trying to be friends with everybody. I'm like that 17, 18-year-old freshman. I went, I don't think I ever talked to him again for the rest of the time I was there. I was so scared of him.
Wojciech, he'd punk you. He used to punk me.
He tried everybody. He wanted people tough, I guess, is what it was.
He tried to punk me until that first offseason came, and I fucking
stood up to him.
I didn't stood up to him. I just did. I was first in every goddamn drill.
So what could he say?
He can't say shit to me now. Wojciech.
Let's go, Mike. Where are you at now, Mike? Where are you at?
I love Mike. I love Mike.
I
used to get him cigars. I also got him a bunch of cigars too, so he'd get off my ass.